Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave. Today we're doing an open the box of JU87 Stuka Ace from Lock and Load Publishing. Alright, a game by, and I'll ruin this one probably, Gotardo Zancani. Okay, sorry about that if I pronounced it wrong. This is a JU87 Stuka Ace is a solitaire game designed by award-winning designer Gotardo Zancani. JU87 Stuka Ace places you in command of a German Ju-87 dive bomber famously known as the Ju-87 Stuka, an abbreviation of the German word Sturzkampfflugzeug, meaning dive bomber. Again, sorry for my German. The Stuka is one of the best known and distinctive aircraft of World War II. It's fixed landing gear and inverted gull wings. Okay, you can play a single mission or simulate the entire career of a Stuka pilot. I won't read everything here. There's 100 counters in here. A spiral-bound game manual, spiral-bound theater book, single-sided 11x17 pilot organization play card, and 15 8.5 by 11 play raid reference cards. Okay. Complexity is a 5 out of 10. Solitaire suitability is a 10. It is a solitaire design game, of course. Okay. So I'm getting ready to take this off. But before I do, let me say this. I think I've waited. I did the wasn't Kickstarter, it was GameFound that Lock and Load did this under, similar to Kickstarter. And I think it was 3 years ago, or I know it was at least 3 years ago when I did this, maybe 3.5, which I don't have a problem with. It was, I know that going into Kickstarters that some companies, this is the way they develop their games, and you're looking a year and a half, 2 years sometimes. This one was a little longer, but I'm okay with that. I know that they received a lot of negative comments on their YouTube channel when they had their some of the updates and things. They had a lot of negative comments, a lot of people unhappy with them. But I want to say this about Lock and Load Publishing. I had a address problem with them because I moved from the time that I first went on this, and the page where you update wouldn't let me update my state, and they actually mailed the game to the wrong address. Now I don't know whatever happened to it. I never got it, but I followed their customer service link, filled out the paper, filled out the questionnaire that they had for all the information, sent it back to them, and within a matter of a day or two, they'd sent me a reply that they received it and that they would get this out. And within about a week and a half, they had it shipped to me, tracking number and everything. It was great. So I got to say this. When I had a problem, they came through and they got me fixed up. So I really appreciate that, because some companies we know it's even hard to get a hold of the customer service. But Lock and Load did not do me wrong on that. And I just wanted to say thanks for that. Some companies are easier, better to work with than others. So I'm trying to get my fingers on this shrink wrap. It's like I cut it, but it does not want to. Well, gee whiz, Dave. It does not want to lift up. There we go. All right. There we go. Just make a mess of it. All right. So we ripped the plastic off, and now we can open the box. Get that out of the way. So here we go. Let's see what's in this bad boy. Okay. Let's see. We have a couple of cards. This is the ABCs of Salvation: admit, believe, confess. And we all need help sometimes for addiction, PTSD, mental health, depression, or suicide, play, rate, sport. Oh, very cool. So if you need or know somebody that needs help with one of these, there's phone numbers that they can call. That's very nice. Lock and Load Publishing, little bookmark. I like that. May even use that in the rules. Okay, here is the manual. Spiral bound as promised. Looks like a nice big print, easy to read, and table of contents. There's the component list, component breakdowns, reference cards, then we get into the introduction. This manual is, and there's a mission report sample on the back, pilot campaign logs I'll probably have to copy, 83 pages with examples in there. As you can see, it is very well printed. There's a game tutorial for us. Those are always quite helpful when we're going through the game. And then the bibliography. So really the rules are about 63 pages. Okay. Lots of spacing. Historical notes. All right. Career cards. Heavy tanks. Victory points. Gun attacks. Campaign game. Dogfight setup. All right. Okay. Very nice manual. Now we have the theaters. And again, they give you the component breakdown and select and prepare a mission. And then there's Spain. So that's where they first started. They have in China. Poland, of course, as we begin the war there. Norway. France. Yeah, Battle of Britain, 1940. Then we are going to get on to Malta. Crete and Malta. Those are interesting. Mediterranean. So we don't get a lot of scenarios for like Crete, Malta. So that's very interesting. North Africa, 41. And we go into the Soviet Union, 41-42. Sevastopol in 42. What else we got here? North Atlantic Sea, 42-43. Another interesting area. Soviet Union 2, 43-44. So those are probably going to be pretty hard, I would guess, because you're getting late in the war. Italy in 44. Okay, and then some advertisements for some of their other games. All right, here we have our Lieutenant, Cat Leader, okay, and Cat Wingman, Lieutenant. And then we have Oberleutnant, Stoffel Leader, Ober, and Hauptmann, Group Leader. Okay. So we'll learn more about those. This is our Stuka counter sheet, number 1 of 1. And it looks like, let's just pop one of these out. And they are nice and thick. And the corners are all rounded. Won't be doing any trimming on these. I like that. Makes it quick to get into the game. I don't have to spend a lot of time trimming counters, cutting the corners. So that's nice. Okay, now we've got, these are all the cards that we're going to have. A little tray. All right, so let's do it this way. Here we have the Ju-87 G1 Gustav. So these are the playing cards. There's the G2 Gustav. We have the A1 Anton Spain. Okay. Here's the R2 for Italy and Malta. And the R1 Richard. A B2 for Italy, Malta. And a C1 Caesar. We have the D5 Dora and the D5N. We have the D3 Dora and the D1 Dora, so all the Ds. We have the B1 Berta and the B2 Tropical. A1 Anton China, the B1 Berta. another B2 Tropical, and a B2 Berta. Okay, here's theater tables. So this is Sevastopol, and theater tables, must be the whole list of them. Year 38, 38, 42, 43. Okay. Stuka Ace pack. So dogfighting, enemy contact. So player aid card pack. Sequence of play, mission setup, mission overview. So I know we'll be using that one a lot. Another player aid. Bomb attack. Strafe attack. Dives, bomb release, takeoff damage, takeoff. Okay, all of these are going to be part of our theater table. Campaign summary, campaign sequence. All right. STG theater. Here's our pilot campaign log. We'll be making a copy of this. Expert gunner damage. Mission report. It's nice on the other side. Here's a sequence of play. Graf Zeppelin mission sequence. One-sided. And theater tables. One-sided. Okay. Then we have here, this is nice too, this tray. Let me see, is there anything under the tray? Oops, bumped my head there. Nope, it's a nice heavy tray. Okay, so we have Stuka Aces here. Just knock that off of there. Anton Hubsch, Gustav Schubert, Kurt Plenzat, Siegfried Fischer, Theodore Nordman, Giuseppe Cini, Gottardo Zancani, there he is, the author of the game. Hans Ulrich Rudel. Here's our ace rules. And then we have a couple of our pilot cards right here. Okay, so those all fit right back in here. Then we have our flight cards. Well, let's open them up. I'm going to be opening them up anyway, so let's just go ahead and let you see what they look like. All right, in this deck we have, let's see, we have flight cards. Start with those. So approach, clouds, return to base, approach, enemy contact, return to base. We have numbers down here. We'll have to learn what all of this is. Fighter squadron reinforcements, visibility improves, planes must be placed back in formation, dense clouds, approach. Yep, so we have lots of stuff going on there. And then we have altitude cards. Now there may be some difference because the cards themselves. So let's just see if there is. We have these altitude cards, which are clears, reduced. Okay, and let's look at these. These are definitely different. So there's something different with the cards. Okay. That's the difference in there. Oh, duh. Your mind looks at it, action cards. Hello, Dave. Okay, so we have altitude cards that we'll be drawing, I'm sure. And then we have action cards that are going to tell us things that are going to happen. Okay, so that's that deck. And they all fit right back in there again. Now we have some more flight cards. And of course, everybody knows the challenge is once you undo all this and you start shuffling them together and you start playing the game, is getting it all to fit back in this. What's nice about it is this little tray is going to hold everything so that we don't damage the cards or have to put them in Ziploc baggies and all that stuff. So flight cards, flight cards. This whole deck is flight cards here. Okay, so they won't all fit in one spot. So again, it's more of the approach. Here's some mission cards stuck in the middle. Flight cards. Mission Europe. Okay. Some approaches. Mission Naval. Mission USSR. Mission North Africa. Mission Night. Okay, so that's all part of our flight card decks. And then here the last deck is, see what this is going to be. All right, we have target cards. Are these all target cards? Nope. Okay, so we have target cards. Trucks, troop convoy, infantry positions, tanks, railway stations, dock ships, gun emplacements, bridge, infantry forces, field fortifications, airfield, motorized infantry, radar stations, railroads, merchant ships, medium tanks, communication centers, merchant ships, dock ships, destroyers, light cruisers, enemy forces, headquarters building, minefields, supply depot, fort, HMS Victorious, carrier, HMS King George V, bridge, 1, fortress, troop formations, sampan, convoy, Maxim Gorky 1, coastal battery, harbor facilities. All right, so we have lots of targets. And then we have here objective cards. They go to here, so we have objectives, searching, AA defenses, searching, target reached, enemy patrols, enemy defenses, okay? And then we have munition cards. So here we have the AB-250 cluster bombs, AB-250 cluster bomb. This is the SD2 Butterfly, this is an SD4HL, and then the AB500 cluster bomb incendiaries. Okay, so not a lot of munitions to choose from. Then we have some more flight cards, looks like Mission China goes on there also. All right, now that's all that came in the box, and you're probably wondering, well, where's the game board? Is there not a game board? You just play on those cards? What's the deal? So, what we got with the game, which I think is really nice, is they gave it to us on a vinyl mat. Let me move this box over here and see how it's going to fit on the table. So we have the vinyl mat to play on. Get this thing laid out, let it stretch out here a little bit over the next day or two while I'm learning the game. And this is nice small footprint for the game board. Has our achievements, has our pilot card here, fighter squadron support, pilot. That's the first cards we were looking at. Then we have altitude cards, target cards, flight cards, discard, approach and return, enemy fighter log, and objective cards. All right. So, cool. I think this is going to be a fun game. It looked like it when I ordered it 3 years ago or 3.5 years ago, whatever it was. I have been looking forward to it. Again, I really thank Lock and Load Publishing for working with me on getting the game delivered to me. And this box has a texture to it, like a vinyl, not slick. It's really neat. I like that. Little things amuse me. Okay, so anyway, I really appreciate it. We're going to get a good look at this. Hopefully we can get something going here pretty quick. Work has really kept me strapped lately, and so I'm going to try to get into this one. Hopefully it won't be too bad to get into, and we'll see how it goes. And I'm looking forward to playing some JU-87 Stuka Ace from Lock and Load Publishing. All right, If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And as always, leave me your comments and please give me a thumbs up for my video. It really helps my channel. And I look forward to doing some playthroughs on this. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.